Hi everybody, in this video today I'm going to show you how to do modified star stitch that I'm using for a cushion for the 4th of July with these very appropriate colors, red, white, and blue. It's got 2 shades of blue in it. It's the Bernat Blanket braids. Called Red, White, and Boom, or Red, White, Boom, I think. It's a Chanel style, very fuzzy, and very soft. To make the cushion, what I did is I actually crocheted in the round instead of flat, which is why we're doing a modified star stitch. So once you have your chain, and I did 70 for my cushion, you want to slip stitch back into the chain to make it in the round. So into the first, and try not to make your stitches too tight. Okay, so first we would need to chain 2. So we have our circle. And then we're going to work right back into this one. So we have the yarn coming out this side. You're going to put it into the back, yarn over, and pull up a loop. We're going to have 6 altogether, 6 loops on the hook. The next one goes into the next stitch that we chained up. Okay, so we have 3. And the next one goes into where you slip stitched the 2 of them together. Now this is just to pull up these loops. Okay, so we have 4. Then we're going to start working into this chain. You always have 2 that you're working into the chain. There's 1 and 2 to make the 6 all together. Then, and don't have your loops tight. Yarn over, pull through all these loops at the same time. It's going to gather them all together, and then chain, and that finishes 1 star stitch, a modified star stitch. Now to do the next one, we have 1 loop. We're going to go right back into here. That's like the eye. Pull up a loop through this one here, which was the last one on the prior one. Then we're going to go into the bottom for 4, and then we want 2 into the chain. We have 1, then the next one, the next chain. Okay, so we have 6. And that's why you can do this with any number of chains in your starting chain. It just has to be an even number because you're always going to be using 2 new ones every time. Okay, so we finished there with the chain. We have 1. I'm going to go right back into here. Into the last one. Into the bottom. And then 2 new ones. One and 2. Okay, then we yarn over, pull through all of them, and then chain. Okay, so we've got 3. I think it looks really cool with these colors, and it's a nice bulky yarn, nice and soft. I've just made a very tiny circle to show you. But once you get the hang of this, this kind of project does not take very long at all. 2 new ones. Okay, then we're going to yarn over, pull through all of them, chain, and then do try to make sure that however loose or tight you start out doing it, that's the way you do it throughout the whole thing, because otherwise you're going to have it start shrinking up on you. If you do it tighter like I tend to do, as I get better when I'm crocheting, I tend to do it tighter. And I think a lot of people probably do that, so you just have to always be careful, you know, how loose or tight you're doing them. Okay, 2 new ones. And the last one. To the bottom. And I might have twisted my chain too. It's not the end of the world. Okay, so we want to go into the bottom of the prior chain, the prior star stitch, which is right here. This is the final one to get the loop, and then pull them all together. And this will really help. There will be no gap as you're doing this. It will not look like a line or anything. So we need to get a slip stitch into the top here. So we have the eye of the star stitch. Here's the stitch next to it. And then we have the chain here. So we want to go into this chain, both loops, and you just want to slip stitch. So yarn over, pull through, and pull through. And they look really good right next to each other. Now, I did not point out that on this final one, don't chain. Don't chain at the end here before you put them together. They'll look nicer. It'll be less loose. You won't have a gap if you just slip stitch these together. Okay, to start the next row, we do same thing, 2 chains. And then we're going into the back of the same one. first chain, and then the bottom, and we need 2 more. So we need this one, oops, we need this one, which was the top of the star stitch on the bottom, and the eye. Okay, so we have 6. Pull them all together and chain. So they'll be sitting right on top of each other. Okay, one more time. We have this one here, and we just do every row just like this. Okay, go into the eye, which is the bottom. We need 2 more. And you'll always finish, remember you always want to finish in the eye. So you know you have it placed correctly if you're finishing in the eye of the star stitch. Okay. So hopefully you can see that pretty well. And some of them do turn out like little white stars. That's one of the things I really liked about it, about how the yarn turned out. So this is actually maybe even a little easier than doing it flat, although doing it flat's not too hard either. But I hope you really like this pattern, and I hope you make a lot of these. I really like the yarn, and I really like the way that it looks on the cushion. I think the stars look really cute in this color. Thank you. Bye.